There is a reason you feel frustrated with your life sometimes, a reason you feel mentally exhausted, even when you have not physically done much, a reason you keep telling yourself, "I know I am capable of more," because deep down, you can feel the distance between who you are right now and who you could become if you finally took control of your life. And that feeling slowly destroys people, not because they are weak, but because every human being suffers when they continuously ignore their own potential. That is why some people feel empty, even when life around them looks normal. Because deep inside, they know they are becoming comfortable with a life they were never supposed to settle for. So in the next few minutes, you are going to understand why so many people remain trapped in the same cycle for years, why discipline feels painful in the beginning, why comfort quietly destroys ambition, and why taking responsibility for your life is one of the most powerful decisions you can ever make. Because the truth is, nobody suddenly destroys their future overnight. It happens slowly, through habits, through distractions, through excuses repeated every single day, and eventually, a person wakes up realizing they spent years waiting for a different life, while repeating the same behaviors. That is why this video matters, because maybe you are not lazy, maybe you are not weak, maybe nobody ever taught you how powerful self-control actually is. And by the end of this video, you will understand why the people who transform their lives are not always the most talented people. They are the people who finally became tired of betraying their own potential. Section 1. The silent war inside your mind. Every person fights a battle nobody else can fully see. A battle between comfort and growth, between distraction and discipline, between the version of yourself that wants an easy life and the version of yourself that knows you were meant for more. And the dangerous thing is, most people lose this battle quietly. Not dramatically, quietly. One excuse at a time, one lazy morning at a time, one distraction at a time, until eventually, discipline disappears completely. And then people start asking, why does my life feel stuck? But life rarely changes while habits remain the same. That is the truth many people avoid. You cannot create a powerful future while repeating weak behaviors every day. And maybe that sounds harsh, but sometimes the truth needs to hurt before it changes you, because growth begins with honesty. Honesty about your habits, honesty about your mindset, honesty about the fact that some of the pain in your life is being created by your own lack of discipline. That realization is painful, but it is also powerful, because once you become aware of the problem, you can finally begin fixing it. Section 2. Why comfort is destroying people. Comfort is one of the most dangerous addictions in modern life. Because comfort does not look dangerous in the beginning. It feels safe, it feels relaxing, it feels easy. Sleeping a little longer, avoiding difficult conversations, scrolling for hours, delaying your goals until tomorrow. None of those things feel destructive immediately, but repeated daily, they slowly weaken your mind. That is why so many people feel lost today. Not because they are incapable of success, but because they trained themselves to avoid discomfort. And understand this clearly. Everything meaningful in life requires discomfort first. Strength requires pain. Discipline requires sacrifice. Confidence requires struggle. Growth requires pressure. There is no way around it. That is why weak people spend their lives running from pain, while strong people learn from it. And honestly, one of the biggest lies modern society teaches is this idea that life should always feel comfortable. No, growth is uncomfortable. Transformation is uncomfortable. Changing your life is uncomfortable. Because every level of growth demands that an older version of you disappears. Your old habits must disappear. Your excuses must disappear. Your weak mindset must disappear. And that process feels painful because your mind naturally wants familiarity, even when familiarity is destroying you. Section 3. The truth about discipline. Most people misunderstand discipline. They think discipline means waking up motivated every morning. That is not discipline. Discipline is continuing even when your emotions are against you. Discipline is waking up tired and still keeping your promises to yourself. Discipline is choosing long-term growth over temporary comfort. And that is why discipline changes lives, because discipline creates identity. Every time you stay consistent, You prove to yourself that you are capable of control. And self-control changes everything, because once you learn how to control your habits, your attention, your emotions, and your impulses, you become difficult to stop. That is why disciplined people often appear calmer, more focused, more confident, because confidence is not built through words. Confidence is built through evidence. Every difficult thing you survive becomes proof that you are stronger than you thought. Every disciplined action becomes proof that you can trust yourself. And self-trust is powerful. Because many people secretly suffer from low confidence, not because they are incapable, but because they continuously break promises to themselves. They say, "I'll start tomorrow." Then they do not. "I'll change my habits." Then they return to comfort. Eventually, they stop trusting their own word. And when you stop trusting yourself, motivation disappears. Section 4. Why responsibility changes everything. This is one of the hardest lessons in life. Nobody can save your future except you. Nobody can build your discipline for you. Nobody can train your body for you. Nobody can focus for you. Nobody can suffer for you. That responsibility belongs to you alone. And yes, that truth feels heavy. But it is also freeing. Because if your habits created your current life, then new habits can create a new future. That means your story is not finished. You can rebuild yourself. But rebuilding yourself requires responsibility, not excuses. Excuses make people feel comfortable temporarily, while destroying their future permanently. That is why powerful people stop blaming everything around them. They stop waiting for perfect conditions. They stop waiting for somebody to rescue them. Instead, they begin asking, "What can I control today?" That question changes everything, because life becomes powerful the moment you focus on what you can control instead of complaining about what you cannot. Section 5. The loneliness of growth. Nobody talks enough about how lonely growth can become. People love talking about success. Very few people talk about isolation, the lonely nights, the self-doubt, the moments where nobody understands your vision. Because when you begin changing, your environment often stays the same. And sometimes the people around you become uncomfortable watching your growth, not because they hate you, but because your discipline reminds them of their excuses. That is why many people quit self-improvement, not because growth is impossible, but because growth separates them from comfort. And comfort often includes familiar people, familiar habits, and familiar environments. But listen carefully. Sometimes isolation is necessary. Sometimes life removes distractions so you can finally hear yourself clearly. And in those quiet moments, you begin understanding who you truly are, what matters to you, what kind of future you actually want. And that clarity changes people, because once someone truly understands their potential, remaining average becomes painful. Section 6. What you must begin doing. Now here is the important part, because this video means nothing if it does not change your behavior. So from today, start rebuilding your life intentionally. Wake up with purpose. Protect your mornings from distractions. Train your body consistently, not because fitness alone creates success, but because physical discipline strengthens mental discipline. Learn how to focus deeply. Read more. Think carefully about your future. Spend less time consuming and more time creating. And most importantly, learn how to become comfortable being uncomfortable. Because growth always feels difficult in the beginning. The gym feels difficult. Discipline feels difficult. Responsibility feels difficult. But eventually, those difficult actions become strength. And strength changes the way you see yourself. That is how confidence is built. Not through motivation, through repeated action. Through surviving difficult moments. Through keeping promises to yourself even when nobody is watching. Final section, the lesson. At the end of the day, your future is being shaped right now. By your habits, by your mindset, by your standards, by your discipline. And the dangerous thing about life is that small choices repeated daily create massive consequences over time. That means small discipline creates transformation, but small excuses create regret. So if there is one lesson you take from this video, let it be this. Your life begins changing the moment you stop betraying your own potential. The moment you stop waiting. The moment you stop choosing comfort over growth, the moment you finally accept responsibility for your future completely, because nobody is coming to save you. And maybe that sounds harsh, but it is also empowering, because it means your future is still in your hands. You can still rebuild yourself. You can still become disciplined. You can still become focused. You can still become mentally strong. But only if you stop delaying your growth. Only if you stop making excuses. Only if you finally decide, my future matters too much for me to keep wasting my life. And once you truly make that decision, everything begins to change.